So we are live
Hi,
now.
Suji.
So can you please just close the presentation for 1 second, because I want to present you and for everyone to see you. So hello everyone, welcome to our webinar. Today we talk about leadership and 7 ways to see the world, and have a beautiful my beautiful co-host, my guest today, Anna. She's a career and leadership coach from Cyprus, and I'm very grateful that she could join us today. So yeah, we can start.
So hi, thank you for the invitation, and I hope that you find this presentation interesting, because it's something that really changed my life and how I can be and show up as a leader, but also as a friend, as a partner, and as a human being in general. So today, what we're going to share is about the 7 ways to see the world. How can our consciousness actually become a very interesting tool to become a better leader and experience life in a more aligned way? So my name is Anna. I'm a personal and a career development counselor and a leadership coach. I support people through trainings, coaching, and experiences such as retreats and other experiences such as nature workshops and etc. But I really want to know about you. So we have today some people. Do you want to share your names maybe, and what makes you come here?
It's a great idea. So I'll just allow us, our speakers, our guests to talk, but they can also use the chat. So guys, please, you can type something in the chat, a bit about yourself and what you're doing. I'm just going to, since I'm the host, I'm going to talk about myself a bit. Yes, so I am an HR and talent acquisition specialist at Cogent. I also do some English lessons, and I host webinars, and that's my passion. And I think personally, this topic is very interesting for me, because I'm really interested into psychology and personal development, and I read a lot about psychology. And for now, I think I personally need some coaching. So I think it would be cool if we can cooperate in the future, and I can contact you, because to me, it's going to be very helpful, because I want to find ways to earn more money and to help myself with the sphere of trying new things. For example, like opening my own business, starting a bigger webinar. For example, this is the webinar of the company, but I want to do my personal podcast and everything, and doing risky things. So this is what brings me here today. So guys, do you want to add something about yourself? Tell a bit about yourself, so it's more interactive today. You can also type in the chat if you want.
So just type, what is your name? What animal would you be if you were an animal? And what made you attend this webinar? You can also speak. I would be very happy to hear your voice, actually.
Yeah, I promoted. So guys, you can say it. I'll just answer these questions while you guys are doing this. So my name is Lisa. My animal, what my animal is tiger. I love tigers so much. I don't know, it's my spirit animal. Even I don't know if you can see it, but if you can see my screen, I have a lot of things with tigers, like pencil holders, tigers, phone case with tigers. So it's my animal of passion. Hello Sujit.
Hi, can you listen me?
Yeah. Yes, yeah, you're audible.
Yes. Looks like the chat is disabled for some reason, so I could not type anything in the chat.
Okay, just you can. Oh, 1 second. I'll just allow it for yes. So it's now enabled. Yes.
Yeah.
So guys, try again, please, because for some
Yeah.
reason enabled only for hosts and panelists, but now it's for everyone. So since you
Yeah.
started, do you want to also say something about yourself?
Sure, sure. Yeah, my name is Sujit. I live in Detroit. Actually, I work as an engineer. The reason why I'm here today is because I find this as an interesting topic, right? To learn more about the career leadership and mentoring stuff. So I would like to listen to the presentation and thanks Anna for presenting today. And a favorite animal, I like all the animals, whatever they are basically. So I like them, dogs, cats, whatever. So so yeah, that's it.
Beautiful. And could you please also say why are you here? You said that you're interested in this topic, right?
Yes.
Yeah. That's very nice. Thank you.
Yeah,
for
I would like to learn like what are those 7 steps that is presenting. So yeah.
Yeah. So we also have Ravi today. He's a beautiful member of our Cogent team. So Ravi, do you want to say anything or type anything in the chat? Okay, guys. So yeah, I think the other ones are members today a bit shy. So yeah, what about Zinaida? Do you want to write anything in the chat? Now it's enabled for everyone and you can write something.
It looks like the chat is still disabled for me. I'm not sure why. That's
because I just put it for everyone. It says everyone.
Okay. But I can't type anything into chat, so yeah.
Okay. So I can just also enable it for everyone. Oh, we have a new attendee. I'm just going to promote her to panelist. Her name is Berta. She's my intern.
Hi.
Hello, Berta. Hello, guys. If you just joined, you can also type something in the chat or just I am enabled to mic, so you can also present about yourself.
Hello, sorry, yeah, I am here.
Hi, Berta. Yeah, so we just started talking about, we just started the webinar and we just asked everybody to tell a bit about themselves. So could you please tell your name, your favorite animal, and why are you here? What brings you to this webinar?
Okay, yeah, so my name is Berta, and yeah, I am here because I like this topic and I wanted to be part of this webinar. And my favorite animal, I think maybe is the dolphin.
Nice.
Yeah.
Why do you like the dolphins specifically?
Because I love the sea in general, and for me they are really cute. So I don't know, it's an animal that I really like it.
Great. So thank you all for joining today. Feel free to write any comments on the chat, and I would kindly ask Elisabetta to just let me know when the people are writing, because
of course, yes, I'll do that. I'll just read for
you. I will start actually sharing what this knowledge is about, and feel free to ask any questions, give your own examples, or share something that you would like to exchange with this lovely Friday afternoon group. So let's go to the presentation. So most of the people in today's world, that's a research that is shown in 2013, but most of the people in today's work are actually emotionally disconnected from their workplaces. And most of them actually, they feel that the work can be a source of frustration for them. So the same happens for leaders. Great leaders can actually carry a lot of burden in their, as an emotional burden, or in their physical fitness also. So what we are here to explore is actually what makes us feel that way, either frustrated or anxious or stressed or tired. So there are many things that can cause these emotions. And many times we take our decisions, or we dissolve our relationships without even being aware that we are doing that. So what we're here to explore is actually see how our life can be different by taking a step back and creating awareness. So imagine your life. What would life be if you were truly aligned? Take a moment and see yourself. How would your life be different if you were aligned to what you believe in and actually what you want to feel in your life? And this is what energy leadership is about, to not only support yourself, but also support others to create a consciousness, awareness, and also create this alignment. So so what does it take to get there, to create this life of alignment? It's very important to understand that every experience, it really depends on how we perceive it, on our lenses. I'm gonna wear, let's say, my glasses, and my glasses might be white, but they also might be black. So this is the way we see things. And I will say a more specific example. Maybe you open your calendar and you see your to-do list and you feel overwhelmed, all right? So maybe you are probably looking too many things, or that is too many things or too little time. So let me tell you that this is just a perspective, and you can actually create something that the way you understand things in life can be more prosperous, so you can create better decisions also in your life, and then create a life by choice. Are you still with me? Just maybe create a reaction.
Yeah, guys. So for some reason there's problem with comments, but you can write in the Q&A. So I put Sujit said the chat is not enabled, but yeah, you can write any questions there. I'm just gonna give my quick feedback. So yeah, what you say really resonates with me, because sometimes I do have this problem. I feel depressed or anxious, and I need a way to overcome this. And it's very important to know the techniques, how to do it. And I think you mean, like, for example, like I start my day and I have like the big to-do list and I feel overwhelmed. So I think you mentioned that we need to change the perspective of how we perceive things and how we react to things. So yes, I sometimes have this problem too. So I think it's very, very useful what you're going to share.
So that's exactly the point, that by understanding the way people look at the world in general and the situation, we get a great insight into how we operate. And by changing our energetic lenses that of awareness, we can actually switch and have a different view of the same situation or perspective that is more supportive to our path. So I wonder if we have reactions in our,
yes.
Do we have?
In the chat. So guys, we just, I think we fixed the chat, yes. So yeah, the chat is working now. So guys, do you want to quickly type something? Zinaida became active in the chat. Do you want to say anything in the chat? So what, maybe what exactly should they say? What do they think about these obstacles in life, and how does it prevent them to achieve success? So what does it take you to get there, right?
So that was a rhetorical question, but I'm going to ask Rick questions. So I will type here an emoji to See, how do you feel? So if you are with me, just type an emoji and send it to the chat so we can see how you feel. Let's see the emojis. Yes.
Yes, so if you see the chat, there is a smile face with 2 stars from Zinaida. Who else? Maybe Srini, who just joined us.
Oh, hi.
Hello.
Hey, thank you.
Berta sent a smiley face.
Just maybe after a while. Thank you so much.
Can you also, because you joined a bit later, can you also introduce yourself? You can say your name, your favorite animal, and what brings you here? What makes you interested about today's show?
Oh, okay. So, yeah, so this is Srini Tonta from Detroit, Michigan. And you said favorite animal. So currently my pet, we just got a golden, mini golden doodle, pet. So we got from 1.5 years ago. So currently that's my favorite. And yeah, what interested me is that energy leadership, that's what I want you to understand. So yeah, that motivated me to join the webinar.
Beautiful. Perfect. Thank you very much for your response. So we got 3 smiley faces from Anna, from Zinaida, from Berta, and Sujit said, what does it take for him to get there? He says, I need to think how to surpass the obstacles that I have.
Okay, great. We'll see that. So shall we continue?
Yeah, sure.
Great. So, well, actually, as we enter the world without an opinion or a belief about anything, so when we were born, we are a white canvas, and through our experiences, we shape how we perceive the world. Maybe we had bad experiences or good experiences, but the way we see the world is how we were brought up. So what makes the change here is actually how we are coming to challenge these beliefs. So it's very important in our adult years or as leaders to understand that everything is a matter to a perception. So whatever you have in your life, think about your family or your education or the country that you're living in. This is going to shape how you perceive the world and what beliefs or values are important to you. For example, when I was growing up, I learned that everybody has to help the rest of the world. So going somewhere, seeing somebody who would only take care of him, herself, then it was going to be something bad for me. But this is just a perception. It's neither good or bad. And this is what we really need to reflect upon ourselves. How were we brought up? And what do we have to challenge in this era that we live in? And let's go into explore it furthermore, even deeper. So we have our beliefs that are going to control the way we think. So, for example, if I believe that we have to be upon service to all people, then my thoughts are going to work according to this way. Then the thoughts are going to produce the feelings, and the feelings, the actions. When we are experiencing life, things are going to happen to us. What we are coming here to learn, and we'll use some Hindu and yoga philosophy, is that when we have the life lessons, the karma is going to come, the life lessons or the experience, they are going to come. What we need to bring awareness using different tools is actually our reaction. So how do we control our reaction? Is by understanding who we are, who we really are, and then understanding and becoming aware of our thoughts. Then we can control better, have a better control of our feelings and our actions. It's okay to have the first thoughts, of course, because we were brought up in certain ways and it's really hard to change it. But as leaders or employees or partners, we always have a choice upon our actions, how we show up to life. So what I'm here to tell you today is to create awareness about these 7 ways to see the world and how our energy can change the room or can actually destroy the atmosphere in our workplace. So there are 2 types of energy, and these 2 types, they actually say not only in the, let's say, in the theory of the coaching school that I finished, but also in the yoga schools. So yes, that's very interesting. So we have the anabolic energy, which is the energy that is very constructive. It's the energy that it helps you grow, expand, create better awareness. So it's when you feel, let's say, positive. All right. It's when you actually have the hormones that help you create and heal yourself. You feel energized. The other way, it's the catabolic energy. It's the energy that shows up from stress. When you perceive a situation as being stressful, or you may feel fear, doubt, worry, overwhelmed, frustration, anger, resentment, or entitlement. When this happens, your brain actually signals your body to generate catabolic hormones, which is the cortisol and adrenaline. So in order to give you this energy to deal with the situation, it's like you're focusing too much on a thing instead of getting the perspective. You're focusing so much and you're getting all the stress so you can fight. That's a very primal feeling. But imagine for a short period of time, it's very good, actually. It really helps. It will help you to take fast decisions, but it won't be helpful to use all this energy all the time. Actually, this energy, it will start to create what we are experiencing to destroy your body, either by illness, physical illness, or mental health, or the quality of your thoughts. So it's very important to have this in mind. How do I feel? Okay, and be aware. And the essence of me being here today is to actually explain more about these levels of energy. Here you can see the energetic self-perception chart. This is something that really helped me to understand and become aware of how I show up and how others they show up, so I can create better conversations with them, shift them, or create an environment of learning. So we have the chart that it has 7 lenses. Please note that nothing is good or bad. Everything is useful, but it's the way we create the awareness on how we can use our energy level, how we can fluctuate from energy level 1 to 7. And let's go to be more specific. So the first 2, the dark, the red and the pink, the first 2 levels, it's the catabolic energies, where the other 4, you can see the anabolic frequencies, okay? So the first level is when we experience apathy, when we feel like victim and life happens to you. It's when you are a baby, actually, and you need everything to do that. So imagine a newborn that everything happens to them. So we need this energy when we are very tired and we just want to watch Netflix, or we just broke up, so we want to cry so much, so nothing happens, we want to sleep. That's good. So we create the rest time. But when it takes too much time, then we just, we become dull.
Yeah.
All right. So the second level, it's the energy of conflict. So you rise up and then you create, let's say, you are trying to create a survival. So instead of thinking life is happening to me, you're thinking, oh my God, I'm gonna beat them all. So you created, it's better than one because you created an action. So the main subject here is the conflict, the anger, and then it's the people that they will feel that everybody is against them. My survival, it's your death. Or it's the people that they will think win or lose, wrong and mistake. I'm right and you're wrong. It's the blaming people. So it's when you're getting into, let's say, defense mode and you want to blame everyone else, and everyone else is wrong except you. We all go there. It's a survival mode. But when you need to fight, it's useful. It's useful to stand with your rights. But when it's too much, a leader that is too much on the level 2 is going to tear apart the whole team, because they're going to gossip about how incapable the rest of the people are, or is going to gossip about everyone but him or herself. So it's going to drain the person up, and then the rest of the team. Then the third one, we are start to create forgiveness, a consciousness of understanding. It's okay if team shouted at me, I don't take it personally, but it's not that good. So there is starting the rationalization, and they are creating an energy of, okay, I forgive them, I can cooperate, but first I will save myself and then the rest of the body. So the people. Then we have the level 4, which is the caregiver. Imagine Mother Teresa. She's gonna help everyone, but she will need nothing for herself. So people at level 4, it's the people who give a lot of caring, and they don't take a lot of things like personally, and they want to serve. But the bad thing, as most of the mothers, is like they are drained. So they don't leave energy for themselves. People at level, let's go one more level up, which is people at level 5. It's the entrepreneurs. It's the people that no matter what happens in their life, they see life as an opportunity. They only play if everybody wins, and they play if they all, let's say it's a win-win. They are the people that they make lemonade out of lemons. So then when they crash, they will say, oh, thank God, I'm okay. So they will see the opportunity. They will have acceptance in every situation, and everything would be a path to a better future. It's where many great politicians are resonating, or many entrepreneurs, because they need to keep going. To keep going, you need the opportunity. The bad thing about being all the time at level 5 is that you're getting burnout by many ideas. So you have a lot of ideas, but not a lot of execution. The executioners, I have to say, it's people at level 3. So this is why I told you in the beginning that there is no good or bad in the energy, but we can learn how to fluctuate and use it in our benefit and the benefit of the people around us. Then we have the level 6, which is it's like close to the lighter blue, which is when the people are having a great peace. They are at peace. They can synthesize everything that happens in their life, and they can feel the wisdom and joy of life. They see life like neither bad or good, but only as a synthesis, as a creation. Like when something bad happened, it's just an experience. They stop judging from bad or good. They create life as it is. And this is where great philosophers and teachers resonate. And then the final level, it's the level of the creator, the universal level. It's where many people that they practice meditation or any other form of practice of the mind, they can actually see the greater perspective, where no judgment and absolute passion resonates, and total creation. It's where people get their ideas, they have these extra visions and extraordinary ideas, which is very good when we want to create and get inspired. I talk too much, I know.
No, it's very interesting actually. It's just because I knew a bit about these levels, but I didn't know all of it. So I knew that depression and apathy comes before anger. So it's a very good scheme, and I think you don't talk too much. It's very, very interesting.
So what I want you to think is actually, how do you show up in your life? So let's see, like I will give you a specific example about each level so you get a greater understanding. Let's see that you're driving a car, okay? And let's go through a car that is having an accident. Being at level 1, they're gonna say, oh my God, again to me. Oh, everything happens to me. I'm such a mess. All right, so we have the victim. Then we have the level 2. It's gonna stop the car, take off the belt and say, you stupid idiot, I'll show you, and then blame everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Then at level 3 is gonna be, wow, that was a close call. He probably drives like a maniac all the time. I'm not gonna take it any personally. Maybe he had a bad morning, but it's okay. He's forgiven. At level 4, they're gonna say, poor guy, they might need some help. I hope he makes it so safe at home. It's even like a prayers. They're ready to say sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Then at level 5, oh, what a great opportunity to exercise our patience. At level C, they are not gonna judge it. So they're gonna say, it's just another experience so that life has to offer. At level 7, they're not gonna even, they're gonna say, oh my God, what accident. They're not there anyway. Because when you're in the meditation or in the space, you are not there. So the question is that I mentioned earlier is that every day we're going to have stimulus. Every day the lessons, the experiences are going to happen. The game here as leaders and as in life is to actually choose how we are going to see every situation, is to become aware of the lenses. And if you become aware of your own lenses, then you can understand how you can actually see how the other people react. And then you can talk to their language. For example, if you have an employee or a colleague who is at level 2, then to take them from level 2 to 3, you can shift them one level at a time. So from level 3, you can say, I understand you. I feel your frustration, but see, how can we create or how can we see this in a different view? As a leader, as a person that experienced like being a leader from other people, it creates a great understanding on how the people react and how I can react in different situations. Because remember that you always have a choice to create the opportunity, to see the opportunity, or to blame others. What does create success? Of course, by seeing and becoming aware of every situation. And I know that somebody is going to think, but how can you use level 2? So imagine a father seeing their kids being naughty. They're going to say, George, you have to be more careful with your clothes. You're gonna be a bit shouty, let's say, but you're not gonna be really angry. This is how we use level 2, by being aware so we can create choices in our life. And here is where I want your input. It's like, how are you generally in your life? How do you resonate in your life? In which level do you resonate? And when do you get triggered?
Yeah, as you were speaking, I was thinking about it. So just my first question was, can the person travel between the levels? Because, for example, maybe in my normal state, I think I'm in joy, probably joy, and maybe even higher. But for example, if I crash the car, of course, I will be in anger. I'm not at the stage where I can be like very, very peaceful about it, or like forgiving at the first, stage, because my initial reaction would be either the victim, like, how could it happen to me? Or probably anger, more about anger, like, where does this person look? Like, does he have eyes and something, like, probably. So can the person travel within levels depending on the situation?
Exactly. So having this knowledge, how is your life going to change if you are open to receive it, is that knowing that you are angry. So you can change it in the way that it serves you and your team or your life partners or whatever you're having. So you can shift the situation towards where you want it to go. So creating awareness on, now I'm angry. Okay, I accept that I'm angry, and then how can I flip it? In the beginning, what I would suggest as a coach and as another human being actually, is just write the journal. When do I get in level 2? When do I get in level 1 or level 3? What fuels my energy to be level 6? When do I really feel joy? When do I feel energized? So you can do more about it. Everybody has their source of life. And this is where we want to create the alignment. When you are aware what drains you, what makes you feel, oh, okay, good enough, let's continue life, or I'm so excited, life has so much to offer, then you will create more and more of these experiences by choice, not by any kind of magic or whatever. How does this sound?
Yeah, it sounds very, very useful to, it's like a mindfulness approach to life, I would say. So, for example, like not just acting on your impulses. For example, you crash the car and you're angry, you understand that you're angry and you kind of transform this energy in something more productive.
Exactly. And it's okay. I'm noting that it's okay to be angry. It's human. The thing is to be aware that you're angry, so you can use it towards your benefit.
Of course, and then travel when, for example, I understand that I'm angry, I can travel within the levels, right? So, for example, I can then forgive or use this energy to like, oh, okay, and I can visit my thoughts, I can change my level, right?
Exactly. And the same happens with your teams. As a leader or as a person who is an employee, you can change the energy by you creating the energy of the room, because you have the control. Once you are aware of it, you have the control. So the rest of the people, they would want to be around you. So what's next? Okay, Anna, you told us all these stories. So this was just an introduction, just a short on how we can think about it, but you can do more. How can you proceed is what we do what I do as a person is I create different training programs. There is also an assessment that you can assess your own energy, your team's energy, and then create a tailored coaching program according to who you want to be. I also offer personal leadership and career coaching, and you can actually search more about the 7 levels of energy on your own. So you can contact me through Facebook, Instagram, or my own email. And before closing, is that remember that everything starts with your decision to make a change in your life. And that's a commitment towards yourself and then the world. But by creating the awareness and using the tools and the effort to be aware, then you have made a step.
Beautiful. So, yeah, can you please just, place this on hold a bit so people can actually find you on Instagram and on other platforms. I will also take a picture and I will put it in the below the video. So people who are watching this video will also be able to find you on Instagram and on other platforms. And so they can get in touch. Yeah, thank you very much for your beautiful presentations. Actually, it's like, I don't know about others, but we can ask everyone to share the feedback. But for me, it was very, very enlightening, and like, because I kind of got these ideas by myself, but when you say it, it's like reassuring that yes, I can do this. I can manage. I have this power to manage my emotions, to manage my feelings, thoughts, and manage my life. And it's not as hard. So it's very inspiring. Thank you very much.
And, the challenge is creating this awareness and then learning to observe your thoughts. As I said before, our life, when we were young, we had no control. But now, through the experience and through the awareness, you can actually challenge your beliefs. You can change your reality by changing your thoughts. And this tool that I've shared with you, it's a nice, useful tool to challenge it and see, okay, now I'm frustrated. Now I can forgive, or I am giving too much. Where can I see the opportunity and find the win-win place for me? So remember that you can change the level by one level at a time. And also you can support others change the level by supporting them see one level at a time.
Beautiful. So guys, do you want to ask any questions or share feedback? You're able to write it in the chat, or you can just raise your hand and I will enable your recording, enable your, unmute you. Yes, so I'll just say the comments that we have. So our CEO of Cogent and founder of this platform, Srini, says, thanks you a lot for your great wisdom. Sujit says, well said, observe your thoughts. And Sujit says, any recommendation for meditation or yoga? Yeah, this is the question from Sujit. So do you have any recommendation for meditation or yoga to, I guess, improve your energy levels?
Yes, for me, I use, as you noticed, I use yoga and meditation philosophy a lot in my practice.
Yes.
So most of the videos on YouTube in yoga, they work. Personally, I use, I think it's called Boho Yoga, and it's a couple that they share yoga around the world. And the meditation, the best practice, if you are a beginner, is to start by breathing and then focusing on one object, and slowly just start with small mantras or phrases that help you out, and then slowly continue. It takes a lot of practice. If you, according to what country you are, there are many teachers everywhere right now, but also use the internet. For the meditation, I really help, Dr. Joy Dispenza really helps me a lot. And I also use the Boho meditations that they share. They share yoga and meditation a lot.
Beautiful. Yes. You can also put it in the chat so everybody sees it. Joy Dispenza. Yes.
Can I send it to you like on a later stage with a small summary? And,
yes, of course.
I will be happy actually to have a personal session with the members of your team, so we can discuss more about how they can see life in a different lens.
That's beautiful. Yeah, I think it's going to be very helpful for us. Also, I have a comment from Ravi, also one man of the managers of LetUsTalkIt and Cogent. He says, thank you, Anna, wonderful session, interactive and practical approach. And Sujit also says, thank you, Anna, for your time. Thank you very much for joining us. Beautiful. I also wanted to ask, sorry?
Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, it's a pleasure. Could you please let me know one thing? First, is there any meditation that actually is made for changing energy levels? Like when you practice, I think that's like, oh, I'm on the energy level at the bottom. I feel like a victim. And what kind of, maybe I can ask some questions to myself, or I can go to different, like, stages and like travel. Is there any practice like this that changes you from level 1 to like level 100?
Yeah. Yes, the answer is within yourself, and it's you noticing yourself. So the reason I'm not telling you my path now is because it's very important for every human being to realize what fuels them. So my
Yeah.
answer might be different for you. What I
course.
really recommend is to actually write your journal and notice yourself every
Mhm.
day. Let's say, do a small experiment, like today, what I felt, what made me feel angry, when did I feel like a victim, or on a Sunday when you walk in the beach, do you feel the connection, like you're one with everything? Actually, you share something in common. This is, I think, the difference because our paths are, maybe they lead to the same destination, but they are so personal and unique, and the answers are within the wisdom, the greater wisdom of each other, of within us. So I trust that you have the answer when you when you start walking in the path.
Yeah, but even better, to answer some questions by yourself. So you take this responsibility and you listen to yourself rather than asking someone, because obviously the question is going to be different. It's like, asking for someone to decipher your dreams. For example, I have some dream, like I'm dreamt of, like chocolates, and somebody says, oh, it means like you're gonna get money. But in your own head, when you think about chocolate, it means something else for you. So it's not correct. So you have to, decipher your feelings.
Exactly. And this is the responsibility of the emotions and thoughts.
Yeah.
But there are many books of meditation and yoga practices, and for me, this is a personal, in my path, breathing exercise also helped me a lot to concentrate. So when I get stressed, I will go just a bit outside, do a breathing technique, and come back a different person.
Yeah, of course. It's very useful, actually. It's underrated how meditation can actually change your life and change your day and thoughts. So guys, do you have any other questions for Anna? Because I think we're gonna wrap up soon. But feel free to also ask questions in below the YouTube video, because I'm going to send it to Anna and she can also reply to these questions below the video. Yes. So Anna, could you please send us, you can send me the presentation so I can share it with the team as well?
Yes, I will share like a small document that you can use for your personal development, where there is a small guide that you can use. Okay.
Yeah. There's more guidance.
It's gonna be more helpful, like with notes and.
Yes, of course. Then the presentation, it's just a picture, and you probably have more details there. Great, thank you very much. I will just share it in the chat for anyone who did not join. And then just also, one of my friends, he said like he couldn't attend the webinar today, but he said like, oh, I really want to see like the presentation and everything, because he was very interested. So yeah, I was going to share with him the video and everything. And thank you very much. Okay, so yeah, we can wrap up for today, but let's definitely keep in touch. And yeah, I hope that we can cooperate in the future with our team.
Great.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, it's like more like now. Yes, I'm just gonna stop the recording now.